And I wanted to talk about Fast Cash Records. I wanted to talk about the media group. I want to talk about all these amazing things you got going on, from business to entertainment, from being a public figure and personality. But we got to clear the air first, because there's been a lot of things going on and personally in your life, you know what I mean, that could affect you as a man and as a person. And I feel it's our duty, you know, in the media to let both sides of the story be told, let you get your truth out and clear your chest on anything that's going on out here that might not be truthful, which is crazy because your name is Truth.
LaTruth, man. You know,
right.
Anything I speak is real. You know,
absolutely.
I'm only gonna speak the truth every time.
Absolutely. So, obviously, we've been following you for a minute. Definitely, a lot of people have been doing the same. You know, you've been a public figure, been viral for a minute. Yeah. Millions of followers, millions of views. You make an impact usually every time you crack open that camera phone. You know what I'm saying? Very talented brother, like I said. But you got something going on, of course, with your ex-wife. She came on the show. Okay. She basically aired some grievances. I like to play neutral instead and be like, hold on, wait, we got to get both sides of the story till we get it. Right. So now you here, and I want to give you the floor to be able to, you know, attack, or not attack, but to just kind of defend any of these things that have been going on that aren't necessarily true.
Okay. Yeah, it's been a lot of things said that was like, it's dangerous lies. You know what I'm saying? Things like releasing addresses out to the public. Right. You know, it's projection. She came on the scene and called me a narcissist. And then having to research it, I realized that's what she was. So studying what a narcissist is, I had to just watch the steps in her behavior after the separation. You know, it got worse. But, you know, going on platforms, saying that I'm doing things to her, which was I was just projection every time. Come to find out, these were things that she was doing to me. Yeah. And I just was never the type to really follow her platform and her page to see what she was saying, like in live streams, but to realize she was doing this the entire marriage. Right. You know, I used to get DMs from women all the time, like, "Yo, did you see the video last night? She was talking about your daughter," things like that, man. And I just brush it off like, nah, because she would delete the live stream. Right. So I never even knew about a lot of these things. So
the whole time you just out here living. You just, all right, I'm gonna do what I do. We all publicly saw you pour into the relationship financially, you know, lovingly. It was very public, stuff like that. But you like, okay, I'm hearing these things happening, but I ain't checking for it because that ain't how I get down.
Right, that ain't how I get down, man. I try to stay away from drama, and I honestly just didn't believe it. You know, she was my wife. Right. So when people would say that, I'm just thinking it's just people being messy. Because if she deletes the live, then obviously I have no proof. I can't go back and verify it. So I just wouldn't even say nothing about it. You know, I spoke a couple of times, like people saying you was talking about my daughter, and nah, I would never do that. So I wish it was like the way it is now, since all of this stuff happened. Yeah. Bloggers are keeping up with everything that's going on, because when things become toxic, people hit that screen record every time you open your mouth. So I can say that I'm thankful in a sense that it did go public, because now I'm able to see what's going on. Like, I ain't in the dark behind it no more. Right. So everything that happens now, like the whole hit situation when she said I had a hit on her. I go to YouTube, the bloggers are showing me this stuff. Right.
But before, you had no idea. You said I put a hit on you. Nah, I ain't say that. Yeah. And then it goes away because there's no proof. But now you can go back and be like, yeah, you did say that. Yeah. Which is very dangerous, because not only do you do business, but just as a black man in America, and you be in public, you get pulled over by the wrong police that follow the story. They're like, oh, he dangerous, and then no telling what can happen.
It's a dangerous world, man. I seen some cops on TikTok do some videos behind the whole situation. If I would have pulled up at the house, it would have been this and that. And I'm just lucky the officers that came to the house, they paid attention to the facts. You know what I'm saying? They knew, they could tell it was a lie. Right. And the fact that it's been a couple of phone calls like that in the area from these same situations with her, they already knew it was lies. Like, I don't have a criminal background at all. I never put my hands on a woman in my life. So when you see people just taking recordings, you know, antagonizing you to get you to cuss them out. Yeah. But you're not recording bruises. You're not recording, like, that's what you're gonna do. The first time when she kicked me in my lip and busted my lip, I took a picture of it. You know, that's what people do. If you get hit or any of that, you're gonna take a picture, you're gonna record that. Yeah. Not the conversation, the argument.
Right. Well, you should. Because sometimes when you're recording a conversation argument, it looks like you antagonizing.
Yeah.
But if you actually have proof of abuse, you need to take the picture. You need to do something with it to stop the abuse.
Yes, and I want to say this too, just being a content creator, and I'm gonna hold myself accountable on this. You know, I taught her the game of social media. We create skits and stuff like that, and I think she just don't know how to separate the two from reality. Like, to go live and say somebody put a hit out on you is very dangerous.
It is very dangerous. Yeah.
If people believe you, then you might send people to me to want to harm me.
Right. Especially if you got family, folks that think they care about you, or some people that watch these things can't separate it either.
Right.
And they might really think that they know this lady or know you in a certain way and might want to follow up.
Absolutely. And it can't, you need to not do that. If someone puts a hit out on you, go to the police.
Yeah.
You got the evidence, go to the police, go to somebody that can really intervene and stop that situation from happening.
Right.
When people go to social media and do it, you have to understand it's for clout, it's for views. And a lot of people just not intelligent enough to know that them views, man, could cause somebody to lose their life.
Yeah, livelihood as well.
Livelihood.
And y'all got children involved.
Kids.
You never want the kids to go back and look at these things and develop their own not so positive opinion about what's going on.
Right. So even in these situations, man, like, you leave a situation, a marriage or whatever, you just leave that situation gracefully. It's no need to do all that extra stuff. The kids is gonna see it, and especially when it's lies, it makes it even worse, because your kids are sitting around like, oh, was he or she really like that?
Yeah.
You feel me? So just can't do that. It tarnishes the kids' life forever. They got to go to school. They get picked at.
Yeah.
People see we created family content.
Right.
So to even release any of those type of audios and conversations, it's carelessness anyway.
Yeah.
To portray a certain thing of abuse. Abuse is serious.
Abuse is very serious. Like, and it was one thing if I felt like you were that type of person. Oh, we gotta have a conversation. Just as a man, I gotta be like, hey, bro, this is not cool.
Facts.
Whether I know you're not, just as a man, you gotta have those type of convos, and that's the platform we stand on anywhere. Protect women, but when it's not true, we gotta protect the brothers and the fellas too.
Got to.
So it, like you said, it could be dangerous, man. So